Look at all the things I printed. I think it's been within the last 2 or 3 days for these gray ones. So I've got the fox, the sitting fox. I've got the boxer, his head. I'm gonna print the body. This one's a wall mount. This one's complete as it is, but I'm gonna print one with a body later. I didn't take off the supports properly. Still got pieces on there. Fix that later. This one, another wall hanger. This one actually did not. Look at that, it's so shiny. Love printing on glass. Printing on glass. This one. I've got my wolf. I like this one. Also shiny. All of them are shiny on the bottom. And this one has quite a story. I forgot to look at my supports on this one. So when I printed this with supports, with 2% supports, it neglected to print supports for some of them. So, but also, like when it got to right here, this actual part of the print, something hit, I don't know, but the glass twisted sideways. So then it started printing crazy, so I had to like scrape this off and then start the print again, and it wouldn't print directly on the bed because I forgot to level my bed properly after that. My fan hit a clip. So then I had to print a teeny bit on the bed and then put the glass back over there where it was, right over the other glass, and then remove the glass and then watch it print and make sure that it was printing on like the same exact line, because I had printed up to right here, so this lip hadn't been printed yet. And it attached pretty nicely. I'll have to fix this part here because it's like really scraped up from the twist print. So then I printed, and then I looked and I noticed that it was printing some of these in air. Like it wasn't printing at all. So I had to physically pause it and make some extrude some filament to make supports, and then I found supports that I had from this guy. This guy had some supports, so I took his supports that I had saved from, you know, my old filament, and I put them under where it was doing its filament dumps, where it was trying to print these in midair, and I managed to make supports myself. So like the parts that were crappy, like this part here, I actually made that part out of a filament blob and just shaped it into this, and then with the soldering iron, and then soldered it to here. This had broken off, so I did that one, and I decided to give it a little curve. This one too, in one hand. This one had broken off. Actually, this one was one I built a support for, and this one too, I had to build a support for that one. But yeah, I literally sat there and I sat and watched it, and I built supports physically for it, and it came out. It started to print on the fake support that I built. So man, I did a YouTube video of that one, streaming me putting tape on the supports and whatnot. All this red tape all over my printer. But I got it off easily with some the sticky residue from the tape. I got it off easily with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Thought it would be a lot harder. But it came out, and it's my wall hanger. It's this one. I've got this wall hanger. I need some nails now. I've got this wall hanger. So I have 3 of them that are to hang on walls. These 3. And then 2 statues. And I'm printing a lion statue next. And of course, Dobie. I painted him already. These I have not yet painted. These are straight, like, cut off the hotbed. Removed supports. This one, this one, this one, and this one used supports. This one did not. I didn't see any supports on it, so it didn't need any. Well, that's what I did recently. Like, before my mom left, I had just finished printing this one. That was the 13th. That was Monday. Today's the 14th now. So within that time I did this, 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 and this. It's the morning of the 14th. I did this last night. These. This one finished probably this morning sometime. I was asleep. So, but yeah, that's what I got so far. Oh yeah, and also, of course, Snappy. 1 second, be right back. Who could forget Snappy? So I've got it all wired up, like literally, completely and totally all wired. I will have to, you know, neaten my wires a bit, because it looks really messy right now. But my MOSFET is in there. And the ramps with our Junior, I don't know, my power supply. Raspberry Pi finally has a case. My LCD has a case. And I've got my stepper motors in here. As you can hear, I turned it off, so I must still be having some power. I did turn it off. I don't know why I still have. Maybe if I unplug this from here too. No, still feeling resistance. Oh well. Either way. But yeah. I've got my stepper motors wired and put in. Finally. I've also got them under here and in there somewhere. Can't really see that one. And I've got one over here for the extruder. Because I'm going with Boden, that method. So I will be getting some help with the actual starting of this to make the motors run properly, because so far they turn, but they start to get a bit jerky and stuff, so probably I have to do something to make it handle the load. Hopefully I don't need some different stepper motors, because I just finally got these ones in the mail. But they move smoothly. The reason you're hearing that noise is because the motors are still giving me some resistance. So I probably shouldn't really do that, huh? It's feeding it power. Oh, yes it is. No, it's not. It's not feeding it power. The LCD is on because it's hooked up to the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, so, I've got to fix these stepper motors, make sure they work properly. I put this on there because this was slipping. So since I put it on that side, I put it on this side too. I've got my end stops. It's not gonna light up. Oh, it is. It's not even on. Okay, so I've got my end stops here, hopefully wired properly. Because I took out, you know, I don't know, something's going on with it, because maybe not. Hopefully it's wired properly. This one I might reprint. This was my first one and I kind of messed up on it a lot of times, but nothing's going over this rail, so it's like there's no rush to reprint it. I will reprint it. I still do have some pink filament left, hopefully enough to do that job again, but that's the only one that looks ugly. Either I'll reprint it or I'll try painting, I don't know, something. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, Snappy is set up and ready to go. I just gotta fix it up a bit, do some coding and whatever has to be done. But it's hooked up to the Repeater server. This is my A8, it's printing right now. But there's my Snappy. So it's hooked up and everything. It reads the temperature, it heats up the hotbed, it heats up the hot end. I just have to do that final step but I'll do that tomorrow because I gotta study today. But I can't wait to start actually printing with this. So yeah, that's what I've been printing all this time.